And that is what we are exactly doing today. We may have been at the bottom of the ladder in terms of federal allocation. We may have been the worst in the federation in terms of the IGR that are accrued to the state. Because to our understanding, it is very bad to milk, to death an already sick cow. And Ebonyi State was sickened by the sojourners we made from our sister states. And so when you talk about our IGR, I talk about our leniency in terms of tax collection. It's not because we are unwise, but it's because we are mindful of the poverty level that we met our people, and we are very much determined to lift them from that level. And so they have to be alive to enjoy the vision and mission of our founding fathers. And so today, when we talk about the infrastructure we have laid in terms of roads and bridges, we can name some of the roads, but time will fail me to name all the roads. But I will just attempt for Ebonyi and some for records, the roads we have built. And for this, we are very grateful to God, because when we mention some of these roads and we showcase it, sometimes we wonder the level that God has taken us as an administration. And so we have most of our roads on concrete roads, 8 inches reinforced concrete roads in Ebonyi State. And when we started this, some doubting Thomases and some people in the name of opposition, they oppose everything, including righteousness. They oppose it. So they said, how can you use concrete? But everybody knows that the reason why people don't use concrete, one is ignorance, another one is cost. But we know we are going somewhere. And our determination is whatever infrastructure we put in place, that it will be there for the next 50 to 100 years. And that's why we decided to do this. And we're so encouraged when I traversed to Indiana on routes from California in USA, and I saw that majority of the highways were built on concrete. When I also went to a number of Middle East nations, I also found out that most of their roads are built on concrete. And so we are very confident that what we are doing is the right thing to do. And I invite all the stakeholders in road building in our nation to come to Ebonyi State and see what we are doing. And so we also have an example. For over 60 years, we have a road to Nigersem, the first cement factory in this country, that was built on concrete. And to date, it's still there. And we have had to build our own to join it, still on concrete. And so we have Onweke Eziama Oshiri Onitsha Road, which is 35 kilometers of road. And this is federal road. And we have had 97% this road completed. We have Obiozara Onitsha Road, which is concrete, 8.3 kilometers. We have the internal road in Uburu, my town, which is 12 kilometers. It's completed. We have another Urobo Umuchima Road, which is 7.5 kilometers. It's about 90% done. We have another federal road, which is Amasri Okposi Road, which is 23 kilometers. It's about 95% done. We have Afibo Urban Roads dualization, which is 12 kilometers, is about 90% done. We have the Amasri Eda Road, which is a continuation of federal road of Amasri Okposi Road, which is 15 kilometer road and is almost completed. We have the Akeze Ivo Road, which is 15 kilometer, is 99% done. And of course, we have the Ivo Bridge, which is 6-span, which is about 70% done. Work slowed down because of the rain. We have the Oguburu Bridge, which is linking Uburu to Akeze, which is 4-span, and it's about 95% done. We have the section of Abakaliki Afikpo Road, which is federal road, and of course, within 3 months in our office, we requested Mr. President to give us approval to do this road. And this road, before our assumption, cut off about 5 local governments of the southern part of the state. And that road is completed and is standing. And we have Onweke Ring Road, which is 5 kilometers, which is also completed. We have Ndufu Echara Road, that is going to the Federal University Funai, which is 18.5 kilometers. And we did something here. We put concrete the same 8 inches, and we also coated it with asphalt. Only 2 places we have done that. The one going to the House of Assembly and this 18.5 kilometers, which is fully completed. We have Auxiliary Road in Abakaliki Federal Highways, which is 20 kilometers, is completed. Abakaliki Internal Road, we have done it in 3 segments, which are about 450 kilometers, and it's about 99% completed. We have Ngofe Agbaja Road, is going to Mr. Speaker's place, which is 23 kilometers, concrete road, which is about 99% done. We have 2 bridges on this road, and they're all completed. We have the Azar North Road, which is 12.8 kilometers, about 90% done. We have the famous Niger Same Road, 15.5 kilometers, which is about 99% done. We have 7 bridges on this Nkalagwe Hamufu Road, which are in the various stages of completion, and they could have an average completion level of about 80%. We have Odomoke Road, which is 15 kilometers. That is completed, and we are engaging the next 16 kilometers, which will link us to Benue. And so if you want to go to Abuja, just be on this road, and you will just get there. We have the Azambo to Effium Road, partly concrete and partly asphalt. It's 20 kilometers, but we have re-engaged, it's completed. We have re-engaged another 5 kilometers to take us to Effium. And this is part of the famous, Abakaliki Ring Road, which is a total of 199. But we are not going to wait for the African Development Bank to start. So we have taken away 25 kilometers, and this will be completed in the next 3 months. We have Enyi Bichiri Abakaliki Road, which is 15 kilometers on asphalt, completed. We have Agbaja Road, which we have completed. And we have various small roads, 3.5 in Izi, 3.5 in Amamporo, Onitsha, and 3.5 in Amago, Ikwo. That's ongoing, which we intend to expand as the contractors progress. And we have Abomege Okawugula and Wokbosi Federal Road, popularly called 135 Road, which is 25 kilometers on concrete road and about 90% done. We have 6-span bridge on this same road, which is 100% done. We have the Onwana concrete road, which is about 3 kilometers, going to the place of chairman of Founding Fathers, late Akano Abiam. It's completed and is dotted with solar light, up to his compound. We have Agbaja Isu Road, which is 36 kilometers, and the work is ongoing right now. We have done 5 kilometers of road, internal roads, within the army barracks, and that is ongoing, about 80% done. We have 2 kilometers of road within the police barracks. Let me stop so far, because the number is endless. I'm sure they will be able to, in the weeks ahead, roll out, the achievements under 3 years of this administration. And in health, health is wealth, and this is very important. And so, when we started, we discovered in the past administration, we had cases of death, especially medical workers' death, and some of our brothers and sisters resulting from Lassa fever. And that's why we went ahead. The first thing we did was to build the virology center, that cost us over 500 million. And we bought 5 dialysis machines and 4 ambulances, which we have handed over to the federal government.